So when you're leaving tomorrow, just give me something to hold on to from you. And I'm your genie in a bottle, and I know that you hold me close to you. Ooh, and I'll make all your wishes come true.
Morning guys, today we are getting on a plane to go to Denver for a research conference and you guys are going with me. I just finished packing and honestly I'm running a little bit late, so I'll explain more about the conference as we go. For now, the top priority is to get these two little guys over to my brother and his girlfriend's place because they're gonna be dog sitting while I'm gone. So you guys stop messing around, we have to get going.
People doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along.
Hello. What's up? Oh my gosh.
Don't know why I
Look at
keep
the
on
baby.
doing what I'm told to do.
Aww.
We don't need someone who feels.
Let's roll out.
We gotta figure out where we're going first.
Let's do the streets on Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always worry about money when you can get rich by trying to see the outside?
All right, guys, off to Denver. Shaun, I'll see you later. Thank you for the flight. Yep. Oh man, I can't wait. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know it's medical school related, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do a great job. So super stoked about this.
Okay, bye. All right, we've made it to the airport and we're gonna go check the bag in right now. Hi.
Just a photo ID.
Cool, thanks so much. All right, we made it through security. Hi, can I get the double smoked bacon cheddar and egg sandwich? And then can I get a venti brown sugar oat milk espresso?
It's just frap roast.
Thank you.
3 pumpkin.
Okay, so I made it past security and everything, which is great. This is like the first time all day that I've had a chance to like just sit down and stop moving. And I picked up some coffee and some food because I haven't eaten yet. I've got about an hour until my flight, so I want to do some studying and I want to look up the conference details because I know literally nothing about this conference. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go when I land. And I think we have to hang our posters up tonight, which is gonna be tough because I land at 6 p.m. and the poster setup is until like 8 p.m., which is a very, very, very tight window. So hopefully I make it. I don't know what's gonna happen if I don't make that window, but I guess we'll see. This was not worth $7.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me out of the sun, somewhere I can find myself.
All right, we have landed and now I'm waiting for the Uber, which hopefully should be here pretty soon. Hi, Edgar? Oh, yeah. I do like vlogging a little bit just for fun. Yeah. Las Vegas. Thanks so much. Yeah, nice to meet you. Have a good one. Hi, how are you? Good. I need to check in. Andersen. And then I'm here for the IMSC conference. How do I get to it? Oh, it's in the same building? Oh, neat. Cool, good to go? Sweet, thanks so much.
Thank you too.
All right, we made it. All right, I have made it to my hotel room. Feels good to finally get here. Like, I've just been moving all day, traveling, and now I can finally relax. It's about 7:20 right now, and the conference is being held downstairs, which is amazing. So I'm gonna run down there right now and hang up my poster. All right, so here is my poster for the conference. It's actually on a cloth poster. I've never seen this before, never experienced having like a piece of cloth like hanging as my poster. This is something that the research coordinator did. Kind of makes sense because it's kind of easier to travel with rather than like an actual poster, because you know you could ruin the poster, but this is nice because it just folds really easily and you can put it in your bag, and yeah, I honestly really like it. All right, I think this looks good enough for now. So this is kind of what this area looks like. There's like a bunch of boards and people are coming in here and putting their posters up, and kind of spans all the way out here. And then there's a big concession going on right now. All right, so I'm back in my room. I went down and hung my poster up, and then I kind of just chit-chatted with some faculty members and a couple other students that I had run into while I was walking around. And I'm painfully aware of the fact that all I've eaten today is that sandwich from Starbucks and those snacks on the plane. So I think the only thing I can do right now is go walk around the streets and see if I can find a place that's open and get some food, which might be a little bit tough because it's already 10 p.m., but I guess we'll see.
City of mine, how I love
I am just walking down the road in the dark. Some stranger told me to keep walking in this direction and I should find some food places, so I'm gonna trust him.
how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop is life when it's calm, I step on love and it's center.
All right, mission accomplished. Now it's time for bed. Okay, so it is now morning. It is essentially my first real day here at this conference. I should probably update you guys on what exactly this conference is for. So this conference is being hosted by the International Association of Medical Science Educators. Every single year, the journal hosts this big international conference, and that's exactly what this is. Now, I actually have 3 projects being represented at this conference. I have one that the journal actually accepted for publication a few months ago, so that one's already published. And then the one that I'm presenting is actually one that we did submit to the journal about a month or a month and a half ago. And then my third project is one that we didn't submit to this journal for publication, but we submitted to another one, but it's still in the realm of medical education. I think since this conference is hosted by a journal that I've actually been published in, it kind of means a little bit more to me that I was able to come to this. In terms of agenda, I'm about to head downstairs to get registered. I didn't get to do that last night because the registration desk was closed. And I'm going to see if they have any breakfast left over. I think I missed breakfast because I think it started at 7:30. And then I actually signed up for a workshop from 10 to 11:30. I honestly forgot what the workshop is on because I signed up for it a little while ago, but that's pretty much how these big international conferences work. There are like specific days where you present the posters and oral presentations. Like I think they have some oral presentations being presented today, and then I'm presenting my poster tomorrow. But besides that, there's just a bunch of workshops that you can sign up for, different classes, different socials, and it's kind of up to you on like what you want to attend and how much time you want to spend at the conference. Like some people spend all day here. They'll just like hang out, chit chat, go to different workshops that they've signed up for, or they might just like show up just for their presentation. I'm not really sure exactly what I want to do. I'm just going to go down there now and play it by ear and go to my workshop that I signed up for. And then after that, I'm just going to kind of figure it out.
So when you think about the learner, and I think all of us over the next few days are practically learning ourselves.
Okay, so I was actually late for the breakfast, which is really unfortunate, and the presentation that was going on looked like it was more for faculty members, so I decided to leave and I grabbed some Starbucks real quick. I also got all checked in, which is great. They give me this little name tag, and if you guys see right here, it says award nominee. So apparently the project that I'm presenting is up for an award. I guess they picked like 30 of the projects that got submitted, and I don't really know what the process was, but 30 of them are nominated, which, you know, mine is one of them, which is pretty cool. I think right now is a good time to do a Q&A because before I went on this trip, I asked you guys on YouTube to submit any questions you guys had about research. So let's quickly answer some. Some of these questions revolve around how to find a mentor as a pre-med or medical students. For me, in my experience, when I was kind of getting started off, I had no idea who I was gonna do research with. And basically what I did was I looked at this like catalog that my school had put together of faculty research mentors that have taken students on in the past and kind of their specialties. Some of them were PhDs, some of them were doctors, and I kind of just looked through to see what I was interested in. And then I just sent a bunch of emails out saying, hi, I'm Shaun. I'm a medical student, or if you're a pre-med, you'll say you're a pre-medical student. I'm really interested in getting involved in some research. I saw that you did research on these topics that I think I'd be really interested in. Would you be able to meet sometime for a call or lunch or something so we could discuss some of your projects? Or if you have an idea for a project that's in that field, you can tell them the idea, or you can just say like, do you have any room on any projects, or do you need help with any projects? But I think the point I'm trying to make is that you just want to reach out. So if you're interested in a certain topic, look up the faculty from your school that are in that topic, specialty, or field or whatever, and just send them an email. Just, it can't hurt. Just email them, ask if they're doing any research, or if they know any other faculty that's involved in research. You guys have access to all your faculty members through your school's website, or you've probably taken their class if it's, a topic you're interested in. So just reach out. I probably sent out like, over 10 emails and would get like 1 back, 2 back. So that's honestly the process. Another question is, how useful has your work in research been towards advancing and developing your medical knowledge? Very, very, very useful. It's really cool. I'm doing a case report on Lewy body dementia, and now I know a lot about it. I know a lot about, certain drugs that are involved with the treatment of Lewy body dementia. I'm doing another case report on a plastic surgery case. And so, I've had to learn a lot about that type of surgery and that procedure that's involved in that case. And so it's really advanced it because it's like that next step above just learning things from a textbook or learning things on clinicals. You're actually doing a bunch of research on this one topic, getting all the background, running your own kind of discussion. You're contributing to the literature about it. So it really does help. A couple of these questions are asking how many hours of research is a solid amount for medical school, or even is research necessary at all while you're an undergrad? This is a good question. It kind of depends on you. I have some classmates who didn't do any research before medical school. I have some classmates who did a lot of research before medical school. I only did one research project before medical school. It never got published. We never sent it to anything. We just kind of did 2 posters on it, and that was it. Don't do a bunch of research just for the sake of doing research. Do things you actually are interested in and things that are time efficient. That's a really big one. There's not really like a perfect number. Like if you hate research, then make up for it in other parts of your AMCAS application, like volunteer work or, your grades or shadowing and clinical experience, that kind of stuff. If you love research, then that'll be a bigger part of your application. In general, if you're worried, I would say at least try to get onto one project, maybe get a couple posters out of it or something, but I wouldn't stress too much. There are some questions about if I ever considered an MD PhD program. Is it beneficial to attend one? Is it necessary to get a PhD when you're in research? Basically, no. If you're a medical student, you're going to do research pretty much regardless. Even as a resident, you're going to do research. If you have a PhD, you're expected to do research. I would not get a PhD just for the sake of getting a PhD. Only get a PhD if you're genuinely interested in doing research and it's something you want to do with your career. If you want to be a physician, but a physician researcher, then go get a PhD. If you want to be a clinician and not really do any research, then don't waste your time getting a PhD. It's not necessary. You're going to do research anyway, but you don't need to get a PhD to do research. What are the most research heavy specialties, the least research heavy? You can actually get this information from the ERAS kind of like residency match data. You'll see like surgical subspecialties like plastics and ortho and all that kind of stuff have a lot of research items on average for the people that they accept into their residency programs. Dermatology is another big one. I think that one actually might have the most research items on average. But then other specialties like family medicine or pediatrics, their average research items for the people that they accept into their residency programs are much less, like maybe like on average 3 total research items. And again, you can get all this information from the residency match data. This is public data. This is a good consideration depending on what specialty you want to go into. You kind of want to get an idea of what is the average number of research items you should probably have before you apply. Another question is, would it look better to do one type of research longer term or multiple professors and subjects shorter term? Personally, I believe overall as medical students and pre-meds, we kind of have to play the game with research. It kind of sucks. At the end of the day, we end up saturating the literature with honestly subpar research, most of which isn't going to necessarily change the game for any of our fields that we're doing research in. But you know, we're all trying to get into residencies, we're all trying to be competitive, and at the end of the day we have to kind of do what we have to do, and that means, you know, doing research if you want to get into something very competitive. So you have to look at the cost benefit analysis here. If you do one project really long term and you only get, you know, one paper out of it, you know, a couple presentations, maybe like 2 or 3, but you spent like 2 years on that project, honestly, you're gonna be less competitive research-wise compared to someone who had multiple projects going on, that they got multiple posters and oral presentations and all that kind of stuff for each of those, and then maybe got a few of those even published in the same amount of time it took you to get that one project done. So I think you should have like one project that maybe is long term, that's going to take a little while in terms of like, I don't know, data collection or whatever reason that's going to take a while, but then have other projects going on at the same time, because there's not always something to do for each of your projects. But if you're kind of just sitting there stagnant, maybe your PI is not getting back to you, or you're waiting for data analysis, or you're waiting for, I don't know, something, it's better to be working on another project that you have going on than just sitting there waiting. Okay, I think that was more than long enough for a Q&A, so now I'm gonna head downstairs and mingle a little bit with some of the other people here, and then I'm gonna head to my workshop at 10. All right, so I just got back to my hotel room. The rest of the night was actually a lot of fun. After the presentations were done, me and a couple other students went out to dinner with a bunch of the faculty members that are here, which is great. I feel like that's one nice thing about conferences, is you really get to like hang out and connect with some of the faculty if they come. It's really nice because it's a setting that's not like medical school. Like in general, our faculty is very friendly. Even like, you know, at school, I feel like we can talk to them more like we're like colleagues, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I feel like here it was really nice to kind of just be in a laid back setting, you know, just having dinner, just chit chatting. It was a lot of fun. I feel like you really get to, you know them better. And that's one thing about conferences and doing things like research, is you really do get to make stronger connections. So it was a really fun night. Anyway, I'm pretty exhausted, so I think I'm just gonna spend the night going through my presentation and getting a good night's sleep. Alright guys, so today is the day. I am going to be presenting my poster at the poster session, which is going to be a lot of fun. That's exactly why I came to this conference in the first place. It's literally exactly what it sounds like. You basically go to this giant conference room that I kind of showed you guys earlier in this vlog, and you stand in front of your posters, and so do a bunch of other people, and you kind of just, you know, tell people about it as they walk around. They did half the posters yesterday and they're doing the other half today. And so I went to the poster session yesterday and it was a lot of fun. It was really lively. There were a lot of great projects being presented. And I think today's gonna be really fun as well. Put the tie on, the tie that I haven't untied in years because I still don't know how to tie a tie. And last but not least, the jacket. I actually hate dressing up. I'm not a big fan of layering clothes in general. I always wear like shorts and a t-shirt. So I can never wait to get out of my suits. All right guys, let's get going. Alright guys, so I did my poster presentation today and honestly, it went really well. The judges seemed to really like it. Some of the other people that were walking around seemed to really like the presentation. Someone told me I had like a good like kind of charisma personality. That was like a point that I think I want to make. We all know what it's like to be talked to. And I think when we present posters or do oral presentations, we kind of fall into this trap of talking to the audience. But with posters, when you're standing there with the person you're talking to, you know, making it a discussion and letting them kind of give their 2 cents and get them involved really does, I think, make it more interesting to them and allows them to feel like, you know, engaged with your presentation. And that's something I did with pretty much every single person that came by the poster. I talked to them, I gave them a TLDR at the beginning so they already knew what it was going to be about in case they like space out. But you know, asking them for their input or allowing them, when they start talking, when they start asking you questions, explore that question. Don't like just try to answer it really quick and then try to get back to what you were saying, because it's more, again, engaging for them to kind of be involved in the discussion. And I think that helped me a lot today with my presentation. Anyway, it feels good to kind of get that done with. For the rest of the night, I'm basically just gonna go hang out with some of the other students that are here. One of them had a birthday yesterday, so we're gonna go get some dinner to celebrate her birthday. And besides that, I don't really know what the plans are for the rest of the night, but I know it's gonna be fun. Everyone just... Wait, that was really good. That was really good, yeah.
Oh, it's a tequila Rio.
I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you?
We won! Who would have thought?